Welcome to a brand new edition of Snack and a Movie. We are on location in the heart of Chinatown at Qingwu Athletics, and we're talking about martial arts, aren't we, Kyle Wong?
Yes, we are. It's nice to meet you, Tracy.
Nice to meet you, Kyle. Winnipeg is so proud of you. The first martial arts movie totally filmed in Winnipeg, made with local people right here.
Yes, and martial arts has been a big part of my life, and as you see, we have my trainers and my team training. Action 88, we're nonstop training, honestly. As you saw as you're gonna see in our new film, the Vendetta, all of our training has come to this point, and we're not stopping.
All right, okay, so we're talking about the movie called Vendetta. Let's talk about the storyline, what it's about.
The storyline, I play an experienced assassin named Thomas Lung, who has been issued a challenge by his rival, Adrian Kang. And when I disapprove of the challenge, he goes after someone that's my only friend, and I decide to take my own vengeance out and go after everyone he cares about. And we end up going into a big fight ourselves. You know, the old school kind of kung fu type of story, and putting a modern twist into it as usual.
Right, so I mean, I think of martial arts, I think of Jackie Chan, you know, and going back, Bruce Lee movies. Yes. It has a distinct look. Is that something that you want to try and do with this film, Kyle?
The distinct look we tried to do was we did want to have the feeling like Jackie Chan films where you see a stunt and you go, oh my God, that was beautiful, and then the same kind of intensity that Bruce Lee always has on his on-screen persona. And then there's also other movies that happen now where Donnie Yen, with his flashy choreography, Jet Li with his very wushu balanced kind of persona, but also in his choreography, which wushu and I have been training in. It's very, very intricate in how we do our movements, and it helped us put the choreography into motion with Vendetta, and there's a lot of inspiration that happens in it.
So is it safe to say this movie you really wanted to feature martial arts, and then it was a storyline?
To me, martial arts always comes second nature because I always do plan some sort of big action scene, but I do want story to blend with it. I want the story to be key in my films, and if people just watch it for the martial arts, I applaud them and say, hopefully you like the martial arts, but hopefully you love the story. But definitely the story is more key that I feel more with. If you don't have a strong story, you don't feel anything for the characters, you don't feel anything for the movie at all. So that's what I try and do for my films and that's what big influences from other martial arts films have with their characters. If the audience doesn't relate with their characters, then there's really nothing to go off of.
All right, so as they say, folks, don't do this at home. We're going to show you now how, I guess, some of these scenes were created with some of your fellows here at Qingwu.
Definitely. Sunny is my fight choreographer right there.
Yes.
Kicking the pad. John, my other trainer right here, he helped me get more flexible and mobile for the whole film. We spent at least nearly 6 months training for this whole film, and all I can say is we're really not stop training.
Okay, so let's take a look and meet the guys.
Here I have with me is my trainer John and our good friend Tony AM. So they're gonna demonstrate the clothesline that happens in one of the hallway fights. Tony, you okay? Here we are, and here is my other trainer, Dan and Raymond. They're doing a mitt combo right now, normal uppercut, hook, uppercut. It's very simple. As you can see, he's moving, slipping, and everything else. It really helps with the coordination. And here we have my fight choreographer and trainer, Sunny and Matt. They're demonstrating a back thrust kick. One of the hardest kicks that when you feel the heel hit here, it's really hard to breathe after that.
Okay, I'm tired just seeing all of that, Kyle, but we haven't finished yet. What did you bring for your snack?
Well, whenever I go to the films, I always somehow enjoy M&Ms. I always milk chocolate M&Ms. It's either popcorn or it's M&Ms, I'm just sitting there going, oh my God.
And that means another round of martial arts after you eat
exactly,
all that.
exactly, working this off. But it's even worse. This locally made drink here, Panda Tea, and it's filled with milk and tea, but it's very addicting. All I could say is this thing actually helped me keep going while I was directing.
Then does it have caffeine in it?
A little bit of sugar. You could actually ask for little sugar or no sugar at all, and all I could say is really, really tasty.
Snack of a champion. It is M&Ms and Panda Tea. All right, Lau sits back and enjoy Vendetta. This is a 10-minute trailer.
Tell me what I want to know.
We're closed.
I'm here for private lessons.
I don't do private lessons.
Adrian Kang recommended them.
told that this would happen. You don't go after another in the company. You go after Thomas, he's gonna win.
You're wasting my time.
I'm in charge of getting you out.
I can take him,
You started this.
and I'll finish it.
Don't be stupid. There are others here.
If there was a safer job, I would do it. And so would you.
I don't have that option.
Sure you do. Everyone has the option of doing something better.
Not me. I started this job, and I can't get out of it. There's nothing in the world for me to have a normal life.
Who wants to be normal? You do a job that's fun and exciting.
It's not fun and exciting. You're alone, isolated, and always hunted. No one to let in.
You let me in.
You let me in first. And I thank you.
It does get lonely out there.
I'm ready to go if you are.
Can't join me yet. You have to finish it.
What do you mean?
Make him see that this life you both live is empty. Make him see it the way you do.
Wow. Kyle, that was an amazing kick. Incredible. Now, folks, that just was a trailer of the movie Vendetta, the very first Winnipeg martial arts movie made right here in our city. And Kyle, there's some huge, huge news that you want to share with us.
Yes, we just recently found out that our film that's been accepted into Action on Film Festival in Monrovia, California, has been nominated for Best Action Short. It's really overwhelming and quite shocking.
So how did they find out about the film, or how did you do it?
My producer Corey Quinn, he told me that we could submit it to any film festival, and one that I've been hearing about for the longest time that I've been watching was called Action on Film Festival, and I found a way to submit it, and there was a spot to submit it for small short features, and I submitted and heard back one day, and I was...
You're nominated.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That is so, so nice to hear. What are future plans for you? More films, of course?
Definitely more films, more training, because as you can see that I really love doing this.
Yeah.
It does help me become a better person because it is a different philosophy of how to live life in a sense.
Yeah. And what have you learned through this whole process of making your first short film?
I've learned a lot of new things, like how to actually schedule people in a certain way, how to organize much more better, how to budget a film. That's the hardest thing, and especially when you have minimal budget on a film. I actually had a sheet that I kept track of how much of everything would cost, and say, if money came about for me for next funding for a new project, I'd say, oh, here's how much this one costs. So I could see how we're gonna have this kind of issue, but here's where it's gonna be used.
Oh, well, that's awesome. Thank you so much, Kyle, for sharing your movie. The movie is called Vendetta. Congratulations to all the guys back there, and a special kudos to your crew here at
Thank you.
Ching-Woon. That wraps up another edition of Snack on a Movie.
Don't go away. We'll introduce you to a brand new music series, Electric City, hosted by Winnipeg's own Michael Walker.